Guess what day it is? It's seed starting day. And it's snowing. It's gorgeous. Let's take a walk. We do like this. Look how gorgeous. And there's several. So I go ahead and get those out of the ground today and have them for supper. Cabbage. Not sure. Starting to form a little head. That snow keeps it insulated pretty well. So and I'm going to start seeds indoors for our spring garden. First of all, what we use are these float bed trays. You could use them on something solid and water them from the top, or you can put it in water and they float. And that also helps grow that strong root system that every plant wants, that you want for your plants. They grow healthy, strong roots, and they'll be healthy, strong plants when you transplant them outside. This particular tray has 72 cells in it, so I can grow 72 plants in this. Just fill it with dirt, plop your seed in there, and take care of it as you would any other seed tray. Second of all, I use just from the dollar store tongue depressor popsicle sticks for my markers. I will put what it is on it, where the seed came from, and that way I always know what I'm growing. I'm going to show you some of the seeds I'm going to be starting in these trays here. So I have onions, and these all here are from M.I. Gardener. I got onion, the broccoli, cauliflower, white and purple. I'm excited to be planting that. I'm really excited about that. Brussels sprouts, which our family loves. Cabbage. Also, these are from Baker Creek. Some lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and start my peppers because they take so long to mature. And celery. And then I also have some seeds left over from years ago, and I'm just going to try and see what they will do. It's onion, yellow onion, red onion, and orange bell pepper. But these are all from this year, and I have more of them, but more seeds, but those will have to be planted or started. Those will have to be started at a later date because they're like the tomatoes and things like that for more of a summer garden. And I also have from Bluegrass Blueberries, blueberry seeds. So I was going to try to do a tray of those. We have about 30 blueberry bushes already, and would always like to have more. You can never have too many blueberries. The birds get some of them and you get the rest. So let me go ahead and show you how I prepare my soil for my seed trays. First off, I'd like to tell you that I do not claim to do organic gardening. We garden as well as we can without any chemical fertilizers, and we like to try to keep it that way, or I like to try to keep it that way. We've not had to use any chemical fertilizers in a very long time. We just try to keep up with if you find a worm or anything on your tomato plants, we just try to pick them off and feed them to the chickens. First off, I just start with a little bit of potting mix. Next, this is peat moss, and it helps keep things light and airy. And you just mix that in there. And then I have some Purolite that I will mix in with this, just to help retain the moisture. And this Purolite is organic. I buy what's ever on sale. I buy what's ever on sale at the end of the season, clearance mix, and my root cellar is packed full of just organic things that I was able to find on sale this year. So this is going to be my mix for my trays. I'm going to wet it just a little bit. It's a little bit dry. And I'm using some warm water. I'm just going to mix that in there. That peat moss makes it dry. You just work that in there and get just a little bit more Purolite here. So here's what my mix will look like. And now I'm going to start filling my trays. So in order to fill my trays, I just simply do it just exactly like you would when you use your own. If you use a different tray for starting your seeds. Just want to pack those in there pretty good. I'm going to start off with my celery. So the celery, you want to plant the seeds just like barely under the soil. So I just took one of my plant markers, took the plant marker and just moved the soil a little bit so I can put the seed directly into the cell. And I don't put but 1 or 2 in each cell. And I'm only going to make 2 rows. So this celery seed is going to go for a long ways. And then I'll simply take my thing back and just gently cover them up. And then my marker goes right in there so I know what it is. So I'm going to finish filling these up with the different things, and I will be right back. Okay, I got 1 seed tray done. So I got celery, lettuce, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. And they're all covered and ready for the lights. So it's been about 4-5 days since I seeded the seedlings from the beginning of the video, and I just wanted to show you my setup. We've built this stand here. We have LED shop lights that are 4 foot long to give light to the seeds and let them germinate. If you don't get them close enough, they're gonna get leggy, and you don't want them to be leggy. Well, leggy means they're tall, skinny, scrawny looking plants, and you don't want that. It's just made up of scrap 2x4s that we had laying around, so that was absolutely free. The lights were $10 a piece. You don't necessarily need grow lights. Just make sure your bulbs are daylight bulbs, and that'll give you the maximum light that you need for growing plants. Now, I do have a couple that have gotten leggy where I had these up higher. If they do get leggy, like this one right here is a little leggy, I wanted to show you. It's a Brussels sprout. But if they do get leggy and you need to move the lights closer, you just adjust it. All you do is adjust it with the chain that we now have on eye hooks, and that all comes with your lights. And I got these from our local Royal King for $10 a piece, so I got 4 of them. Now also I wanted to show you lots of things are coming up. Some things take longer. I water with. I know a lot of people use the spray and you have to do it continuously. Wears out your hand, you give up, you just sprinkle it on there. I've done that. But I've also found that these pig waterers, which not sure that is what they're called, but they have these at pig shows, and they spray. It has a continuous spray once you pump it up, so it's a handheld one. You pump it up, it sprays continuously. At the pig shows, they cool their pigs off with these. So in the summertime, we use it to cool off the pigs. In the wintertime, we use it for our plants. And it sprays a gentle mist on your plants. And it works wonderful. Not sure exactly how much we paid for this, but we use it throughout the year. Like I said, In the summertime, we use it to cool the pigs off, and in the wintertime, we use it to water our plants. So, sorry about the dog whining. He's wanting in. But it's a continuous spray, and when it quits spraying, you just pump it up again, and it works great. The little nozzle can make it a fine mist or a stronger stream, so it'd be very handy. Sorry about the lights behind me. I know they're pretty bright. But we leave those on for 12 hours a day on our plants, and like I said, it's been about 4 days since we seeded, and stuff is already coming up, so they work great. We just put them in a room of the house that we don't necessarily use all day. It's our bedroom, so when we're ready for bed, the lights go off. So that makes it convenient, and it's out of the way. But like I said, they're LED shop lights. Make sure that the light bulbs inside of them are the daylight ones. But they work great. I've been using them for years. This is the first time I've had the LED lights, but the shop light, the 4-foot shop lights, I've been using for years, and those last year finally quit. So I have to worry, like with the other shop lights, I always had to make sure the bulbs were tight in them. These made in them so you never have to change a bulb, which is great. And previous shop lights, of course, if you bumped them, they'd wiggle out and you'd have to tighten them up, the bulbs. But these, you can bump them, you don't have to worry about the lights coming out. And so I'm excited, and they're really fairly cheap considering a regular glow light, depending on what size, could range anywhere from $20 to $100. So these, if you don't have a whole lot to put in them, then I would recommend these. Like I said, we got these at our local farm store for $10. You can link up to 4 of them together, which you can plug them all in, so you only have one to plug in. So that saves a lot of plug-in. Plus, they're Energy Star rated, so it's gonna save you money with electricity bill and your initial cost of the lights themselves.